Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. Hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today. This is our Easter Island playthrough. In this one, we are going to do some shifting around. So I had a really great comment on our last video, and they were like, hey, you have a lot of buildings like these that are sitting there at full cap, wasting people essentially, right? And we have multiple buildings and a lot of this stuff, especially like the distillery has 4 people here. So what we want to do is I'm going to take away some of these people, and we're going to try and find a balance on some of our industry stuff here. We want to be making enough clothes and tools and all the other stuff to, you know, keep up with our population, but to sit here with, you know, like at max cap, wasting people essentially is kind of silly. And that was a good point, so thanks for pointing that out. Sometimes I just overlook things, and, you know, I appreciate the comments. It's helpful with a lot of different things, so thank you for that. And they also suggested that we were a little excessive on our reed and rope production. And yeah, we are. Because it takes so long for these guys to build these dang old Easter Island head things, it's just kind of pointless to have a huge stockpile of rope. If we can find our rope guy, which is going to be... Find our rope guy, we have 3,000 rope. So we are okay for this one, and this one. We're almost all like halfway done with stored up rope. So yeah, we definitely don't need that much. And it looks like we did already back off this knitter's hut. And let's see, where are our other ones? So we should have 4 if I recall. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to turn off this one as well, and that's going to bring us up to 4 laborers, so that's great. And we just got to buy some time until those bursts that we had at the end of the last episode grow up, and then go through school, and then become our workers. So that, I mean, it's only 11 people, but, you know, all this it's helping us out. We have 4 bursts in the last season, and then the season before that, let's see if we played that long, 11 bursts. So yeah, we're doing great with that. It's happening. We just need to hold off and get there. So here's another example of a thing that's sitting at cap, just sitting here. So our sawmill, let's see how many we have. I think we have 8. Yeah. So we have 8 people sitting here not doing anything. So I'm gonna turn this sawmill off as well and get those guys flexed around. Now we want to continue to work on our housing transitions over here. It's going pretty well, but it's a slow thing. We want to do it, you know, we don't go too fast. If we go too fast, we're just gonna have too many homeless peoples, and it could hurt our fertility rate. So I don't want that to get too low. We want it up, like I've been saying for the last couple episodes. We want those bursts going. So that's what we're worried about. We do have 13 people already in this apartment, and we have a little bit of space for more housing. So let's get that in here straight away. Looks like we have a couple more houses, or a couple more tents a little bit in our way here, and we just have to get rid of those, and we can definitely do that. Got 2 there. That's gonna be, how many people? It's 2 probably, so that'll be 4, and this is gonna be down to 9. So yeah, we could get rid of a couple more tents. So let's get rid of this line right here, and then we're going to go and put one right. We'll put one right here, and we'll just kind of go around, and we'll just get like 2 or 3 more in here. So we'll just hold off for just a second while that stuff gets demoed. And can't really fit anything else in here at the moment. Ooh, we could definitely move our town hall over somewhere else and just get us that space back. That could be something we do, or we add in another marketplace. It's another option we could do. So it looks like our medicine is at 9, but we're still in the green. So as long as we're not sitting at 0, we're doing okay with that, and we're doing okay with most everything. We don't want, well, we can't really get our big stockpiles like I like to have normally. We just don't have the capacity of people to do that at the moment. So as long as we're in the green, we are in the green with this alcohol thing with the spirits. So we're just trying to check and make sure that we have at least some reserve of this stuff coming in, so we can continue to make the goods within our distillery. So we can take some people out, but we got to just make sure that we're not hurting ourselves too bad when we do that. So it looks like we're good for now. And another thing we could look at is we are felling and planting trees, so that's good. We need to keep that coming in. Looks like that one's got 408, 290. Oh, that's horrible. Let's just check these. 352. This one's probably way 400. How is that 400 when like half of it's gone? Okay, whatever. What are you at? You're probably not up for a year yet. Okay, yep, you are. Okay, what about this one? All right. So it's huge differences. Oh, well, there's also one more person than these guys. I didn't notice that. Let's just check this in. Yeah, so 400, 400, 290 in this one. That's so weird. It's a big difference. Okay, well, we'll just leave those for now. Actually, let's check our wood production, but that is another one of those things that we need a ton of. So we could still have it coming in, but we ought to be able to store it as well. Okay, all right, we're doing pretty good. We're in the green, so we could definitely back off one of these. I'm gonna back off. Well, that one's 400. Let's find the lowest one. We'll back that one off. So 290, 196. That one sucks. 196. Yeah, we'll get rid of this one. I'm gonna knock out all 3 of those people in there. This housing situation. We're up to 10 people, so we could take a couple more of these out. And just how the nature of the housing versus the tents, we're not gonna have enough space in this little bit for all the people we want, and we have 10 citizens who want new houses, so it's just not gonna be, not everybody's gonna be happy initially, so we will have to put in a new marketplace eventually, or move some stuff around like we did before, and that's just gonna be how it is. So we do need to get rid of a couple of tents in here to make room for more houses, so let's do that, and let's do that. Okay, so because of the spacing, we could leave this bottom row of tents and just kind of work our way out this way. Maybe that's what I'll do. So we'll just do that, and we can build another house right next door, right here. Yeah, so it's like 1 house for every 4 tents. That's not very good, but I can't really do anything about it. So we had 6 bursts. All right, that's great. Everything's still green. Oh, we're at 5 speed. Let's get this up to 10. We got to get some of these things going here. It's taking forever to lift this thing up, and we are about 2/3 of the way done. And it's getting there. It's kind of cool. I'm really excited to see how these turn out. I think it'll be great. Let's check our food. We were kind of borderline on our food before, so let's see. Okay, I'm okay with that. I want to be a little bit in the green, but not too much because I don't want to waste our workers. So let's double check our timber again. I should have looked at first. Okay, it's getting a little bit better. We have 1 free laborer. We have a forester that has like 3 people on it somewhere around here. Ooh, up there. Okay, so that's 248. Let's take out this one and put those 3 people back as laborers. All right, and then okay, so here we go. We got a textile mill that we got sitting here just like the other ones. We're at 200. I could just up the cap. Do I want it? No. Oh, no, I'm gonna leave it. Okay, what's this guy sitting here? So that's iron tools. Okay, how much into iron tools are we? So that's gonna be tools, and then we go iron tools, and then okay, pretty big. So let's turn off this smithy as well, and we'll just adjust as we go along here. We almost have a new technology, and oh, we have 2 points as well. So let's take a look at what we can get for text. So I think what would be good is if we went into basket and we went into packet expansion. This guy. Baskets, because we have reeds going already, so we can use what we have, which is great. And then packet expansion will help with our carrying capacity by 80, so better efficiency. So I think these 2 things would be good additions to our town. So let's get those guys going. So that can be created with our knitter's hut as well. So we can get that going right there. And we have 4 free laborers, so that's pretty good. I think we are going to put 1 person in here. Oh, we even have any people left here. Farmer Donald was replaced. Okay, there's 1. Farmer Keith died of old age, and then the other one will go away in a second. I'm sure of it. So we got to shift some people around. As far as the research goes, I don't really know what we want to pursue until we like really get our traction going. I don't really want to take away points either, or our research institute's totally empty them out. But I don't know. So we replaced Winnie as a farmer, so now we are out of free laborers. So we could just go around and check again, and just keep our eyes peeled for industries that we can pull back just a smidge. We are in the red in the food. I mean, we are in the red in the beverages. Our food is also really, really low, 20 only. So it's concerning a little bit. I don't want to take out gatherers because that's food. And we could also just double check again our timber. Okay, yep, so timber's getting a little bit low, but I'm gonna take out a couple more people from there. I'm gonna take one here, and let's just let that be for a minute. And we'll just take out, I guess, what do we have? One of these right here. 309. What are you at? 290. Yeah, I'm gonna take out 2 people there. And then we'll be at 3. Minor Carl died of old age, and nobody replaced him. So that means we're at 4. Okay, we're pretty good with this as well. Let's check our iron ore usage as well. So stats, yeah, we're doing fantastic with ore. Let's back off a couple more people here, and we also could back off a couple of our clay guys. Oh yeah, look at that, 3,000 clay. That's a ton. So is that the only sand pit we have? No, we have a couple. So I'm gonna absolutely turn off this one as well. We'll be up to 6 laborers. Okay, replace as a farmer. That's good. We need to do that. Oh, and I totally forgot. So let's check this year. We have our farms up here with that new tech to see what's better. Can we get down to two workers here, or do we have to have the 3? And then we could look at peas as well. I don't think. Oh, we do have 2s down here. Excellent. So we have comparisons with peas and agave for this season. So just right here, look at that difference. So 57 versus 75. That's a big difference in the peas. So maybe we don't want to knock out peas. So it looks like we are harvesting right now, which that's great. We're just talking about it. It's good timing. Oh, that's weird that this one is so much further ahead than this other 3. Yeah, that's kind of weird. They just must be like close proximity to the storage or something. Then this guy, not sure what's the deal with that. But let's just keep our eyes peeled here. So we're at 14. This one's at 46. This one's at 66. So it looks like, you know, it's worth it to have the 3 in there, because I mean, this is cleared, but we are only in July, so we have some time, really. Things at 32, 34. So the problem is, if I take these people out of here, then I have to put them back if we're not harvesting enough, and I won't have the people to put them back at that time. I'm sure it won't, because we'll have people who die and they get replaced, and then we won't have them. So I think for the most part, we'll just stay with the 3s. I would rather have this sitting dormant for like a little bit, a couple weeks really, than have less product coming in, unless we get really, really, really down to it where we need to have the laborers like just absolutely terribly bad. Then we have to do it. But for now, we're okay. So let's not do that. We'll just leave the farms as they are. It's working out well. So we'll just carry on. So did we get our basket started? We did not. So I'm gonna put 1 person into this basket thing. We have plenty of reeds, 1,200 reeds, and we'll get that basket started. That's our efficiency for all of our workers to move stuff around a little bit better and gather stuff and have better carrying capacity and all that. It'll be just better overall. All right, so this thing is getting there, 7,200 out of 10,000 essentially. So that's getting there, 72%. Let's see what else. So yeah, this housing situation. What do we think we should do here? So we're talking about getting another marketplace, and we have the laborers to do another marketplace. We could do 1, and there is such a thing as a small marketplace in the text right here. But I don't know if I want to do that. I think it would be better if we move some stuff out of the range of one of these markets and replaced it with housing. I think that's the best thing to do. Like the smithy doesn't need to be in range of the marketplace. So if we have another smithy, which we do, let's turn this one on, turn this one off, and then let's shift a clothes person to this clothes here. I'm gonna make this, we'll keep it as a pack wool, and we got another one down here. So we are at cap with our clothes shop. So let's go -1, -1, and we'll keep that. And then this guy is gonna be also gone. So let's see how that pans out, how it settles down. And then we do have, you know, these guys right here, and we already have ones that are built that we aren't using. So let's do this, and then I'm gonna turn these off, and then we're gonna knock out that entire thing right here, and then we can get some more houses tucked in here. I think that's gonna be a way better use of the space that we have. It looks like we got some people graduating too, so that's great. Yeah, I think this is just going to be good. I'm tempted to move the builders, but I don't want to take builders off and then have to have them go back because that's such a long distance all the way over here. I just want to save them that trip because that's a long ways. So let's see. If we could get rid of some of these tents that are out here. We probably just want to move the distilleries out of there anyways. So let's see. Let's grab the distillery that's going to be under problem, guys. So I just took out the 2 distilleries. I don't see distilleries on our list anywhere. I'm just gonna go through just to be thorough. Residential, tent, house, apartment, nursing home. No distillery. No distillery here. I'm gonna make sure that we're in all too. Gatherer's hut, hunter's hut, forester's hut. No distillery. No distillery here. No distillery. No distillery. And this is roads. And then no distilleries are gonna be in here. And then our blueprints. So that's a thing. I didn't see distillery up here either. So if you're playing this, be careful with your distilleries. Don't get rid of them because it doesn't look like you can replace them, which is very surprising to me. I thought for sure that we would have the distilleries in here, but I just didn't think about it. I didn't think that they wouldn't be included in the tech that you could build. They were out already, so I was like, they would probably have them, right? I didn't look. I should have looked. But apparently we are out of distillery. So with the 2 that we have, we're stuck with. We can't make any more. So I'm not going to reload a save or anything because I'm not going to do that. But yeah, that's the thing. So don't get rid of your distilleries because you can't replace them. So we're going to get some houses in here for that space that we took. Get those guys built up. That's going to make some people happy, citizens happier. Getting into some houses. We're at 14. So that should take up 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Should have 2 people in there, so that's not too bad. And we could also knock out a couple more tents up here. So let's go with... No, I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna keep working this way. I like this space a little bit more. I'm gonna get those knocked out of there. And we'll get some tents, or get some houses and replace those tents, and it'll be great. Where's our baskets going on here? I just want to see if we got... Okay, we have 1 reserved. Only 1 in reserve. It's better than nothing, I guess, but not a whole lot. We're just moving along, basically. We got 2 laborers. That's great. We're not sitting at 0, so I'm noticing that we're staying above the water. Really, we were able to keep going with labor, so that's great. Look at how full this storage yard's getting with stuff. I always like to try and guess like what these little art are. It's hard to know sometimes because things look weird. Like I have no idea just looking at this what this stuff is, but some of it is poop. I know that. And we have a little bit of spirits in there somewhere. So yeah, this artwork in this game is very unique. I like it a lot. It's great. We're 3. Okay, so here's that textile mill again. So how are we doing with fuel, clothing? We're great with clothing, so I'm gonna back this guy up. We are totally out of fuel, so that's a problem, and we have a bunch of red meat pops going on, so not good at all. Let's get... what can we do here? I'm gonna slow down just so I can think for a moment. We do have that sawmill that's right here that we could use for domestic fuel, so I'm gonna put 1 person back into that and try and get our stock a little bit better. Our food is at 0, but we're in the green. That just doesn't really make sense to me. let's check out our food graph. It's probably very, very slim. Oh, it's not. Okay. Okay. Well, it's green, so we're gonna just keep going with it. But I do want to put in some more food, I think, just so that we can be better off. I don't know. Do I bother? Oh, it's so hard. It's hard to know sometimes. I just noticed that our cemeteries are full. So yeah, I'm gonna keep thinking about what I want to do for food, but let's get rid of some of these cemeteries in the meantime. That'll get torn down really quick because we have so many builders. Do a couple more homes over here. That'll be good, and then we could even continue to knock out some more of these tents, but I want to get those houses built up first. That'll be just better, I think. And is there anywhere else that we could scoot some stuff out of here? So now we know about the distillery. Don't want to do that. everything else, I guess I could move this farm out of here. That could be a good thing to get the space back. That's really what's taking up the most space, is all these dang old farms. So that's just pumpkins. I wonder what's better, pumpkins or peas? So let's see, 315. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, we're gonna switch those to peas. Let's go with our farm. It's gonna be standard fertile field, because I like the size of them. A little bit more better. And then, since this is all turned off over here anyways, let's go with... Oh, but see, the problem is now we're getting a little bit further away from everything else, which is going to hurt our efficiency a little bit. But what we could do is just build another storehouse down here, and I think that's what we're going to end up doing. Let's do this. I'm going to take out both of these things. Once a gatherer hut, I know, but that's okay. We can replace it or do something different. And then we want to go back to our standard fertile fields. Do 1, 2, 3, and then we want to have a fourth, which let's put right here, and then I'll put storage in this space right here, and then that will be good to go for a little bit, hopefully. And then once those are built and the year is over with, I'm going to get these out of here. We'll replace them with peas over here, and we should be doing a little bit better. I think that will work great. And our technology is almost complete. So even only with 2 research institutes and just a school, our technology is moving pretty good. It's not instant or anything, but it's moving at a good enough pace. We got our 2 houses built up. So what are we looking at here? 5 in the apartments. Okay. That's going to be so nice to have all that space back. And these are nearly completed. I do want to turn these off like immediately because we're going to be using up labor. So I'm just going to hang out just for a second and we'll just keep an eye on those. So we're 8. I'm glad we're going in the right direction with our labors. We're up to 8. What is this? Fuel reserves are low. I know that. Now where is our sawmill? Let's plop another person into the sawmill. Try and get that back to being balanced. All right. And looks like our pumpkins are almost all harvested. That's really good. You know, another issue that we could be running into is if all of our supplies places are full, then there's nowhere to put anything. And it looks like they are almost all full. So we just got a new tech. So I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into our warehouse. We're gonna get some warehouses going. We're gonna do regular old warehouses. They're not that big a deal to get. There's some wood, some stone, and some iron. We have that stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna put this over here. We'll do a couple on that end of town. We're gonna do a couple over here. And let's do a couple over here as well. You want to have that stuff close to what you're working on for efficiency's sake. So we'll do that. And we're going to turn this off, and we're going to turn this off. We're going to put this to 3, and we're going to turn this to peas. And we're going to turn this to peas. Okay, and then these guys are almost done harvesting their pumpkins. We're going to do that, do that, and do that. And then we'll go over here and we'll turn this back on, this back on, this one on, and this one on. Okay, great. And we'll just wait for those pumpkins to get harvested up over there, and then we'll close that one out as well. And then, oh, we talked about getting some more warehouses in here, so let's do that. We'll just put a couple there like that. Okay, great. And we could keep going this way with more farms, and we might end up having to as our population grows. We're gonna need more food, of course, and so that's what we might end up doing. Let's get this knocked out of here. We'll go like this, and we'll go like that. Wow, those cleared up really quickly. And let's get this started here. So we got 4. Oh, this is going to be great. Oh, they're 8x8s, right? We knew that already. So, problem that I just thought of. So, the road that goes in here is going to screw this up. Because we have 8x8s, we don't have any extra space for a road to be in. So, unfortunately, we can't really maximize this as much as I'd like to. Let's see, we could go face those away, and then I'm just trying to think of like how we could maximize it. So I think I'll put a road in like this, and we'll go up, and we could get 2 more houses here, probably another one here, and then maybe 2 down here facing this way. I don't know, I might have to play with that configuration a little bit, try and get as much as we can in here, because well, if we just do a road, is that taking up more space to do it that way? Yeah, I don't know. I have to play with it, see what we can get here. So let's configure that one like that for now. We want to have this and this, and then I have this and this, and that's where our road's going through. I guess it doesn't matter at all if the houses are oriented like this, or if there's one here and they're all facing this way. We lose the space regardless of what we do, unfortunately, because we need to be by a road. Yeah, that kind of stinks. I guess I don't know if I have to be on the road with these houses. Like this one is going to be jam crammed back here. I'm going to leave it like this. If this house gets full, I might just sardine these houses in here, because then the people can get to it regardless of having road access or not. So let's just hold off and we'll see what happens with this house and see if somebody gets in there, because now we have empty apartments and we have empty houses. So that's really, really, really great. We can start knocking out some more of these tents, more room for more people, and that's what we want to have. So let's do that right now. We'll knock out 4 more tents, and there's another group of tents right here, and we'll do this one as well. So we can take a bigger chunk now because we have the space open to do it. And it does look like they can occupy this house. So let's do that. We are going to cram these things full of houses. That one can be on the road, but let's do that. I hate that, and I would never do that in a regular playthrough, but that's what we're going to do for space-wise in this playthrough. And then we can also start moving out these farms as well. There's 6 here, so we got 3 on the agave, 3 on the flax. So we could definitely go down here and do a couple farms. They probably won't be done in time for the next season, but that's okay. There's 3, 4, 5, and this is going to be 6. But now this is losing a bunch of space, and this is losing a bunch of space. So we could move those guys out as well, because we still are kind of running a little bit low on food, and our water is not great either. Let's take a peek at our water. Okay, we can easily fix that. Let's get another big well going in. Oh, we don't have to build one. We got one built right here. Nice. So I'm gonna put 1 person in here, and we'll see how that does. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. It was a pretty small sliver, so we might be okay. But let's get this stuff going, and then we can start working on placing it here. I'm surprised that this works, that they can get in there and do that, but I'm glad that it does. And then, oh, we got a bunch of our warehouses built up. That's fantastic. We really needed those going. Doing great. 200 here, and yeah, I think that's gonna be this episode. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a fantastic and amazing rest of your evening, day, or night. And I'm gonna get these farms swapped over to what we need, and I'll see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival.